wanted to show off all of the stationery and craft related items that I picked up on my road trip to Pittsburgh. I'm just gonna get into it and also like talk about the places I went as I show things. So we drove up through West Virginia, and while we were in West Virginia, we stopped at the Bluestone National Scenic River and the New River Gorge National Park and Preserve. At one of the visitor centers, I decided to get this postcard. I thought it was pretty. I like the edges. I like how it kind of reminds me of a stamp. And then I also got the sticker sheet. I feel like these could be really fun for journaling. I mean, I think they can go in water bottles. I think they're waterproof, but I would probably use this in like a journaling spread about the trip. We didn't go to all of the places here, but we did stop and see the bridge, and it was just like incredible. And I was also like, why pay $5 to $6 for one sticker that's like this big when I could pay $6 for smaller stickers that would fit my purposes better? And I thought that was fun. I also, while we were at one of the other visitor centers, I got a map. We didn't end up going on any of the trails. We mainly just went to the lookout area to look at the bridge and use the bathroom. It was just such a cool place. I would love to visit it again someday, but I picked up the map because it was free, and I thought it would be fun to like do a collage with, or again, like for journaling. And it also talks about all the different places in the park. So that was on the first leg of our trip. One of our first days in Pittsburgh, I went for a work trip with my dad, but we had some downtime on the first day. So I looked up and I found a place called the Pittsburgh Center for Creative Reuse. I am obsessed with this place. They were so cool. First of all, they require people wear masks inside, which I thought was really thoughtful. They provide masks as well. I always have an extra mask on me anyway. People that work and volunteer there were super nice. It was pretty well organized. So let's just get into it. Okay. So first off, I have these free flyers that they had at the door because I just think they're fun to have. This is their info. They're a nonprofit. They also have a website. I have not checked out their website yet, but they seem really neat. First up, I got this. Look at this stamp. Look at this stamp. I don't think it's, oh no, I think it might be used. It's in excellent condition. It is a butterfly on a stack of books, and then this border is just like beautiful. I cannot believe I found this. This stamp I think was maybe like $4. I'm getting distracted outside. I think there's a wasp nest in a tree. This is incredible. I'm so obsessed with this. I cannot wait to use it. And then they also had an amazing selection of rubber stamp sets, and also a couple of acrylic stamps as well. But like, look at these. Oh my god, I love kind of more basic plant and leaf and vine stamps because I feel like they are so versatile. You can do so much with them. And so I'm really excited to use these. They're also like a pretty nice size. Let me probably open it actually. Okay, I have not opened one of these from this brand before. Okay. Oh, so it could go in a binder. And they're cling stamps, so basically how you would use these is you would put these on an acrylic block and then put it in your ink and then stamp it. You can also, it's a little harder, you could just like use this without the acrylic block on it, but I find it's a little bit easier for placement. But yeah, these are, and then they just like, they cling to any like very flat, shiny surface. So, oh, these are gonna be excellent. I'm really excited to use these. Anyway, so I'm just gonna put them back in here for safekeeping. Next, they had an entire box of postcards that were just from the Cathedral of Learning at the University of Pittsburgh. And so I guess I had never heard of this place before. I guess they have a bunch of different like learning rooms where the architecture is based off of different countries' architecture. So I got the one from England. They had ones from like Germany, and I think Romania and Greece. That was such a fun find. I also got 2 of these stickers. They are super cutie. I think Live Laugh Love is like kind of funny. But I like the grapevine, and then this is just adorable. I have no idea where I want to put this, but that's super sweetie. I might put it on my car. I don't know. Next up from them isn't really any like, they aren't quite stationery, but it is like art related, and I got them when I went there, so I do want to talk about them. I got a zine. They had a bunch of zines. This was like $1, and I was like, that just seems fun. It's very regional specific to Philadelphia. We didn't go to Philadelphia, but it's very regional specific to Pennsylvania in general, and so I was like, that's like a fun little souvenir from the trip. And then the last thing, okay, so this book, I borrowed the ebook for this digitally from my library a couple years ago, and I actually really enjoyed it. It kind of reminded me of, who is it? I'm looking at his books on my shelf right now. It reminded me a lot of like Austin Kleon's books. So the one like Steal Like an Artist, Show Your Work, and Keep Going. I feel like I think it reminded me of The Artist's Way a little bit. It's not like a step-by-step book like The Artist's Way. It originally cost $19, and I got it for $3. It really almost felt like a sign when I saw it, because I went into their book section, and it wasn't like sitting on the shelf like with its spine out. It was sitting on the top of the shelf, like front facing, and I was like, no way. Excited. I think I'll read this again at some point. I find books like this to kind of be like a bit of a creative reset. Like if I've been feeling like a little too in the weeds about stuff, they help me just kind of like get back to like a basic being like, okay, like you just need to make stuff. Can I show this without like, anyway. I saved all the receipts because they have like the logos and stuff printed on the tops of the receipts. I want to use those for junk journaling purposes potentially. The last stuff I have, they're stickers. They aren't like particularly stationary purpose stickers. Like I could definitely like put these on like a car or a water bottle. On our way back from Pittsburgh, I convinced my dad to drive to Point Pleasant so that I could see the Mothman statue and go to the Mothman Museum. And I got a couple stickers, one for me and two for a friend and my partner. I got these like license plate style stickers. This one's for me and this one's for my friend. You would think going to the Mothman Museum I'd want a sticker with Mothman on it. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the stickers that they had of Mothman on them, I didn't really like the art, and so I didn't, that feels bad. I feel bad saying that. And the last one I got for my partner, it was this little Mothman guy. He's cute. I like him. And this is the artist that made it. So that's all of my like stationery and crafty stuff that I got on my road trip. Another thing I just want to mention, all of the stuff from the Creative Reuse Center was like under $15. So I'm just constantly blown away by the accessible price points of creative reuse and art supply thrift stores. They are the coolest. I love visiting them on trips. I've been to, like obviously I've been to Scrablana. I've been to the Pittsburgh Center for Creative Reuse. And then I've also been to Art Scraps in St. Paul, Minnesota. And I've also been to Turnip Green Creative Reuse in Nashville. I hope to visit many more because I love them and I love art and I love artists and I love creating. That's my haul. I'm gonna stop the video now because I've finished talking about everything. Okay, bye.